Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, NIW Approved, a channel that provides you information for your immigration transformation. My name is Gertrude Noha. I am an immigration attorney and I represent clients all over the United States. We also represent clients also outside the United States. Today, I want to talk about something that's very important for international students. So, are you an international student schooling here in the United States? Are you on M visa or F visa or J visa? Then you need to get a chair and sit down and listen to me because I want to talk about something that's so important, and that is how can an international student make money here in the United States? So, this is a very important topic because a lot of international students coming to the United States really having very lofty ambitions as to how they can make money here in the United States. So I just want us to get something very clear. Who is an international student? An international student is one who comes to the United States to study or carry out a research. They are not green card holders. They are not citizens, okay? They're not here to work. They're here to school. That's very important. Let's get that straight. Now, as an international student, you may be funded, you may be sponsored, or you may be paying for your school fees out of pocket. Again, it depends on what you did before coming here. And even if you're supposed to pay out of pocket, upon arrival here, there are resources on campus. Talk to your international students office, talk to your DSO. They might be able to give you resources as to how you can have your program sponsored, your master's or your PhD. But the question I want to deal with today is the issue of work. Do you understand? A lot of international students expect that they'll be able to work. They have this ambition in their countries. This man, when I get to the United States, I'll go to school and work. Guys, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. The reason why you're here is to go to school. So if you're going to make money, you would have to make it the right way, at least while you are in student status. And just for emphasis, I'm talking about people in J visa, M visa, or F visa, right? Especially those that are in F1 visa status. Now, under the law, there are certain instances where international students are allowed to make money and work here in the United States, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Number one, you can do on campus work, okay? And most times, maybe 20 hours of on campus work, and that could be anywhere from working in the cafeteria, in the fitness center, in the financial center, in the bookshop. It could be working in the sports department. Guys, the most important thing is that you have the permission, you must have the permission to do this work. Listen, if you work as an unauthorized student, you are violating the terms of your visa and you could be terminated and placed in removal proceedings. And it may even affect future benefits. So pay attention. So you could do on campus work, okay? And you have to liaise with your international student office. Guys, there's a reason why it's called an international student office, right? So you don't go from one office to the other. There's a specific designated office for international students, right? So you got to work with those guys there. Those guys are on the payroll because of you. Okay, so work with them. They have been around, they know how to help you, they will give you the information, and of course be nice to them. All right, so and your DSO as well. Now you can do the on-campus work. Number two, another way you can make money is to um you can engage in paid internship. This is called the curricular practical training. So you're getting credit for that class, okay? So, but you're carrying out paid internship. So for this paid internship, you would work for the period of the class, okay? So if that class is supposed to last for 3 months, you work for that semester only. You cannot work outside the time frame of that semester because This is more or less like you taking a class, but rather than showing up in the class every morning, you are showing up in a corporation, in a company, and you're getting paid. So it's like paid internship. Now, guys, when the internship period is over, you be a person of honesty and stop the work. Now, if you overwork, you will run into trouble. And don't wait on those people in that company to talk to you. Most people don't know about immigration, right? And I'm talking from experience. We've had one or two situations where students engaged in curricular practical training, and they continued working because they want to collect the money, right? But the company may not tell you because they don't know. They should know, but hey, if they don't tell you, but guess what? When the consequences of unauthorized work begins, it's not the company. You are the one that you will suffer for it because your service will be terminated. It's called unauthorized work. After that semester, you got to stop working for this company. Okay, so that's the second way you can make money. And honestly, for a whole semester, and that could be like maybe 3 months, you understand? You're working full time, and that's a good way to make money. Okay, keep in mind that the course you are taking must be related to the major course of study. Okay, you can't just go and work internship for something that's completely different. It must be something that's presented for you in that portfolio, in that ecosystem of your course, and you picked out the internship. It has to be related. So that's the second way you make money. Now, what's the third way? During your OPT, there's something called OPT, optional practical training. It's optional, you don't have to do it. But if you want to make money in the United States, that's a legal way of making money where at the conclusion of your studies, you can, that option is there to get the American experience. Now, while you are getting this American experience, you could engage in a paid job. Most international students engage in a paid job, and then you could get paid during this period. And the beautiful thing is that if you are in STEM, you get to work for additional 24 months. So you're getting your first 12 months, and then you get a 24 months. So that's 3 years, 36 months of paid work. And if you're working in very good companies, guys, you might be making so much. You understand? That's why you want to make sure that at the conclusion of your studies, you really work hard. Don't wait until the end of your studies before you start looking for these companies, right? You can start looking for the companies, networking. You have all these resources on campus where you can really network. As an international student, don't just come to campus and sit down in one corner of your room. Step out. Go for those networking dinners. Talk to people. So when it's time for you to get a job, it will be so easy. Talk to your professors. Engage in networking on campus. There's always networking going on campus. So when you do this, it will be easy for you to know. The more you know people, the more chances of getting a job. Okay, and then you get more information as to how to even get jobs. You can network on how to interview. A lot of things are involved here. So, but essentially, the OPT, optional practical training period, is a way of actually, you know, making money legally here as an international student. Again, for this period, you can only work for the designated period. Anything outside the designated period would be unauthorized work, which will come back to haunt you. Now, another, the last way I can say that international students can actually make money is when you have like maybe very severe or difficult situation, extraordinary situation where you have this economic hardship, severe economic hardship. That's how the law provides for it. In that case, you would have to again liaise with your international student office, liaise with your DSO, reach out, and with that you would have to work with the USCIS, make your application. Again, we are talking of hardship, you would have to provide evidence. It's all about the evidence, right? If you have the hardship, maybe loss of family member, loss of your sponsor, sickness, whatever it is, I don't know. But with that, then maybe you might be able to get some permission to do off-campus unauthorized work. Guys, a lot of people ask me this question: can an international student engage in Uber driving or Lyft driving as international students? The answer I want to give you is that number one, did you get this job while you were doing your OPT? And two, do you have the permission of your international student office? You understand? Do they know about it? Did you discuss it with them? So for the most part, if it's not during your OPT, then most likely is unauthorized work. And even during OPT, it has to be related, right? Your OPT work has to be related to your course of study, because that's the whole essence of engaging in optional practical training, right? You've gone to school, you've learned something. Now you want to, practice that thing here in the United States. You want to get the American experience, right? So you want to make sure that what you're doing is related. And there's something I want to point out, that if at the end of your course of study as an international student, you have that 1 year of OPT, within 90 days you don't get a job, then that would affect your status and you'll be unlawfully here present here in the United States. So even at the end of your studies and you're not able to get a place, maybe volunteer work, an unpaid position would be a good thing to engage in for the OPT whilst you are still looking for a paid um, job. So just to recap, 20 hours on campus, one, CPT is another way, OPT is another way, and then a situation where you experience severe economic hardship. Guys, I hope I've been able to throw light on this issue for international students. We'll continue to provide more and more information to you on this channel. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that if I upload new videos, you can be notified. God bless you.